Folks, Mazarandran, Lord of Pride, stands in our way. He's, I think, a Khorne rebel here that Patchy's gonna have to fight, or I don't know what. No, maybe he came out of the rift. I don't remember. Anyway, we've got to take them down. It says we're gonna lose. I would sure hope not, but you never know, I guess. Let's go find out. All right, Mazarandran, the Herald of Khorne here, moving forward, and Tzeentch has sent him some changers. Now, it'd be great if they would just change direction and leave the battlefield, but no doubt that is not going to be the case. I like this burning chariot. It does good damage, but sometimes it just doesn't aim towards the center of mass, unfortunately. So I'm kind of changing targets occasionally, and it probably would do better if I got up really close and then turned off fire at will. Was taking more point-blank shots. I'll try that a little bit in future battles, but nonetheless, getting some nice damage done. And then the Herald of Khorne, I'm going to target him as well and look to do some damage. In the meantime, I'm going to actually push my horrors back further so I can extend the amount of time that the enemy leader is going to be under missile fire. And I'm going to bring up my other iridescent horror here, and I'll use that iridescent horror again to just kind of pour some missile fire into the Herald of Khorne. And the Herald of Khorne is not going to be able to resist this forever. It's already taking a toll. You can see here he's lost quite a few hit points. Not a lot of armor on the Herald. For most factions, honestly, not a lot of armor. Now I'm going to double up on him here, so there's going to be double the magic missiles incoming. You see I have my flyers waiting to basically just run in and rear charge, so I'm inviting the Cornish troops into this line where they'll be showered with magic missiles and then rear charged by flyers. All the while, their leader is taking some pretty gruesome damage. Now, they do have one bloodletter that got ahead of the others, and it is making its approach now, taking some pretty gruesome fire from my blue horrors. You can see that they knocked out half its hit points. I charged it with the hot rod, which is now out of ammunition, but he'll help finish that unit off. And now the main army is coming into range. I've doubled my pinks up through the gaps, so it's going to be double pink in every gap. Which means that the forces of Khorne, you can see some of them over here just got completely obliterated prior to landing in combat, and that was the objective. My flamers helped with that as well, and now I'm going to move them around to the flank. So the main battle is going to get underway. The Herald of Khorne is almost dead, fortunately, because it's a very powerful melee combatant. But my two leaders took him out, and then we're going to bring them in to help rear charge here, along with the Furies and the Screamers. So I'm going to focus down these well-armored units, which can be quite a danger to my troops. You can see here I'm getting some nice crossfire. We got that burning chariot in there supporting, and my flamers have now moved around and started to wipe out some of these flanking units as well, so those bloodletters are going to go down. I do have my Tzeentch cultist here who is kind of taking one for the team by tanking this fight, letting the pink horrors do their work, but I did bring some blue horrors in to help him. And in the meanwhile, Mazarandran's army is going to be gone, and he's already gone. Didn't last. So now we're going to start seeing the Warriors of Khorne rout, as they are not demons, and they can be routed. And are, in fact, fairly cowardly in most cases. So yeah, that's going to be it for the forces of Khorne. That is going to be a successful changing of their ways. Alright, well, wasn't perfect. I lost a couple of blue horrors, but they're pretty easy to get back. Otherwise, quite successful for us there. Get magic reserve, favor. I don't remember what's around us. I'm going to take the favor. That's right, we ended up having to fight to close that, and I didn't mean to. I meant to close it with an agent. That's what had happened. Okay, well, regardless, we got out of it safe, and quite safe, actually. There was really nothing to worry about there for the most part. Do this Arch Manipulator, spread some extra Tzeentch corruption, and then work our way up here. Let's see. Tzeentch. Treasonous Tzeentch can be handy to get rid of people quicker. It's not crazy good. Save area, effect range. Yeah, so this ward save is kind of nice. It doesn't last for terribly long, but it's always useful, especially since you can cast a lot of spells. Tzeentch, Burning Head is going to be great. We want to unlock and upgrade the Burning Head. That'll make a huge difference. Let's see, the Gallows Tree. Do we want to upgrade? I don't want to upgrade the Gallows Tree. I've been wanting to save my money to upgrade the Valerie. It's going to take about 13,000, so we need to wait another turn. There are multiple more portals open, and we need to get said portals closed. And I do not have any open agents to work on it at the moment, so I'm not sure we can recruit any either. Yeah, we're 2 of 2 and 2 of 2. So, yeah, we don't really have a lot of options to close those portals other than to use Patchy to do so. Unfortunately for me, that's going to leave our newly conquered territory in a bit of a pickle. I was trying to get better units for Kairos, and I'm about to be punished for that because Arena Katerin is coming in with an army of archers and Grom, which honestly sounds insanely annoying. So yeah, we got a lot going on, and this means that I'm not going to be first into the portal either. We've got multiple more turns before I can enter the portal, so things are going to get wacky for a few turns. Let me get to some of your comments. First and foremost, of course, I got to recognize the Kill Scribe. The Fate Weaver's plot devices, Tzeentch's rebels are in the lead with 6,832 losses. I appreciate them contributing to the changing of ways by changing themselves to dead. Now, the Ice Court is quickly catching up. They're in second place at 6,243. We can probably put them up over the top tonight, depending on what happens with the current war. Khorne is in third place with 4632, and that's great because Khorne probably hates us because of our magic prowess. Nurgle at 4090, and Saberskin got destroyed at 3458. Thank you, Killscribe, for throwing in the comments for us how everything is going. Appreciate you. Make sure and leave him some love on that comment and any others where he's doing the count. I definitely appreciate it. Okay. Continue. Oh, Zarina Katerin either went into an ambush, which is possible, or she's biding her time, which I suppose is also technically possible. I think that'll leave me just enough to upgrade the Valerie. And this will allow me to get to some of the higher tier units eventually. Getting much closer. But Cathay is really dancing around the Fortress Eyes, and I feel like we need to get north. Patchy's army. When I end in a city, I'll replace the blue horrors we lost. Now let's take a look at how things are going settlement-wise. Not great. We're losing losing control in almost all of our settlements. Oh well, it is what it is. The rifts are open. There's only so much we can do about it right now. What's in this turn? See if Katerin shows up. Nothing yet. She may have turned back towards her own land, and quite frankly, I would be happy with that. I didn't want to fight all those archers and Groms right now anyway. Let's see. Defensive Alliance. Yeah. Let's take the Alliance. All these factions can help us against Cathay. Foundry of Bones. Oh, they did it! Cathay's trying for it.
I serve only the
What do they got? Most of their army is crap. They've got 3 Terracotta Sentinels, which are formidable. But most of their army's crap, and I have a fair bit of Forsaken that can kind of come in behind the blue horrors who will act as the bait. I think we can win this. Let's fight. Cathay attacks, and I counterattack. My line of blue horrors is going to take quite a bit of damage, but I'm hoping for overwhelming fire whenever they get close enough, and Tzeentch fire in this case. So here it comes. My blue horrors are in range. They're going to open up on all things Cathay that are in range. Peasant spears are going to have basically no defense whatsoever, even though it's not very armor-piercing what my blue horrors can do. Again, here I'm just hoping to annihilate a pretty solid portion of the Cathay army, charge them in melee, using the blue horrors as a hit point sponge, while my huge line of Forsaken of Tzeentch is able to come in and clean up. Now, the Cathay troops did have Crane Gunners and Iron Hail Gunners and others, and they were attempting to snipe my leader. So I left my leader back out of range, and this left Cathay a little bit confused as to what to shoot at. You can see that they are now shooting at my Screamers, who Got a little premature here. And of course I am very worried because there are 3 Terracotta Sentinels here. And those Terracotta Sentinels are going to be really tough in melee. But see, I've melted basically the whole first line of Cathay with my blue horrors. So they are getting knocked out of the fight rather rapidly. And with that happening, I'm going to be able to now charge into melee once we are mostly out of ammo. They do have some Jade Lancers here. It'll be a bit of a pain in the butt. Anything with armor is going to be difficult for me to deal with. But I do have the Plague of Rust. Right now they're using a Jade Shield to make them even more powerful. But I've come in with my Forsaken. But there's a counter charge going on right now by the Terracotta Sentinels, so I'm going to fall back with the Forsaken, let the blue horrors tank that charge, and then I will come in untouched off the charge. Now, I do have some Chaos Knights of Tzeentch. They're kind of hanging out in the distance, awaiting their turn. Here I disrupted some Crane Gunners, and then I'm going to get my Furies out of there before they get utterly killed. And again, these Chaos Knights of Tzeentch are awaiting their opportunity. These are very tanky units. Man, that would be cool to have some of these painted like this on tabletop too. Holy crap, that color scheme is awesome. In any case, yeah. So they're going to come in, and you can see at the moment that the Terracotta Sentinel is interested in them. Of course, I'm not going to give them that, but really nice job on my Furies disrupting. Cathay and Dragon Lord here. What do they call it? A Dragon-Blooded... Oh man, I have to remember the name of the unit. Dragon-Blooded Shugengin is there, so that's their lord, and right now it's not going well for their lord, not at all. In fact, almost all of the Cathayan hit point shields are now gone, and so they're being left with their more expensive units getting literally bogged down in an absolute mess of Forsaken and blue horrors. That is a pretty cool looking spell that CA put together there. That was from the Cathay Shugengin. Yeah, you can see that the numbers here are beginning to be overwhelming. The Crane Gunners are overwhelmed. You can see back here, the Jade Lancers continue to chase my Furies. I'm not getting a ton of work done. I got a nice charge into the Peasant Archers with my Chaos Knights, and I'm going to pull them out and try and go finish that Jade Lancer. At this point, despite the excellent combat prowess that these Terracotta Sentinels have, they are utterly unsupported. And unsupported, they will eventually be worn down. Really cool looking units, awesome sound effects, good animations and stuff too. These are really nice. Terracotta Sentinels are a really cool add to the game. So yeah, they're going to be in here doing their thing, but they're not doing well. I've been using Plague of Rust on this one. You can see it's taking a massive toll. We're chewing through the massive hit point pool. And then meanwhile, the Chaos Knights of Tzeentch have caught the Jade Lancers and Peasant Archers and are running them down, trotting them under hoof. My cavalry is superior to theirs for sure. Chaos Knights are well defended, meaning they have high melee defense. They actually have pretty solid attack too. They're more of a long-term melee combatant, whereas the Jade Lancers are a charge combatant. And right now, anything that relies, on shot cavalry, it just doesn't seem to be great in the game. Yeah, the Crane Gunners, the Jade Lancers, they're all in trouble. These Terracotta Sentinels are going to put up one heck of an epic fight. Epic it will be. One of them is about to drop. I've got it on its last 1,000 hit points, and it's taking shots here from my Iridescent Horror, who is defending, but again, its armor is making it difficult for me to cut through it quickly. It also has huge mass. And I can only Plague of Rust like once every minute or so I can't keep the Plague of Rust going frequently. I did get some Crane Gunners over here with Bombardment. It regrouped, and there goes one Terracotta Sentinel down. Now we can focus the others. My gosh, this game is beautiful. Can't wait for CA to patch some of the things and continue to give this game content and attention it needs it. Holy crap. There's a reason why I haven't gone back to Warhammer 2, even though Warhammer 2, for some people, is the superior title right now, and it's, gosh dang, this game's beautiful, and I like some of the new units in it. So So I look forward to seeing the changes in the Steam Workshop coming up. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I think that's when I'll try to get started with Mrs. Air on the Cathay co-op campaign as well. Once we get some patches and Workshop open, I'll find some good stuff, and then we'll get it started. But yeah, at this point, it's just going to be a matter of me having to tear down the Terracotta Sentinels, and I'm going to fast forward some of that because it's a little bit repetitive here, and you all have already gotten to see some pretty sweet cinematic footage on them. Down to the end. See, that one's still got 1,400 hit points, and it looks like it's dead. These things have a ton of hit points. You can see I'm not really doing a ton of damage to it. As it does its animations and stuff, it really can't even land any attacks. Got a Plague of Rust on this one, but it still has 70 armor. The armor on these things is pretty formidable. This one, though, is starting to take some pretty rapid damage from my Forsaken, so I'll get up here close and let you all watch as I put it out of commission. It's gonna be its last hurrah here. So another Terracotta Sentinel down, I guess just by us biting its ankles. Because none of my units come up much farther than that. I've now got my Chaos Knights surrounding, which is gonna be great. A little bit of mass to hold this thing still. And you can see it's now dropping in hit points. Down around 500 there, and I'll let you all watch this one go down too. I think I got a Plague of Rust. Yeah, I got a Plague of Rust on it at the last second as well. Let's take it out. And Terracotta Sentinels would make an awesome tabletop unit as well. There you go, folks. A Tzeentch victory. Alright, I'm just glad they didn't spam crossbows, because that would have actually been pretty effective. They had other armies in the vicinity. Much as I'd like the extra favor, I'm going to go ahead and just replenish. Got a couple of units that'll have to come back and totally replenish, but like I said, they've got other armies in the vicinity, so I can't get too lax there. Alright, where's Patchy at?
Marvelous.
Patchy is marching north.
Madness.
I think pretty soon Patchy should get the opportunity to be an Exalted Lord of Change, right? Which would be awesome. I'd be down with that. Let's see, fires as Tzeentch. Let's go with Treason. It's Cathay Treason could be pretty good. Alright, the Valerie is 5 turns to upgrade.
My will does not.
This army is going to be considerably more difficult to defeat, but we'll need to get up here and give Patchy a fighting chance by... Oh my gosh, Cathay is about to invade. Oh my goodness, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got 5, 6, 7. I can see 7. It's like 6.5 stacks of troops. We are about to get invaded hardcore by Cathay. So things are about to get real. We made friends with some of those ogres. We might need to make friends with more of them. Whew. Yeah, Cathay is getting out of control strong. Instead of bringing Patchy all the way north, we could have Patchy head off the invasion here. Just need some blue horrors. We really don't have any melee capability in this army, but we have tremendous range capability. Ooh, sorry, wrong one. I'd really like to get my Screamers back too, but I think that's a couple of turns, and I don't have a couple of turns. We're gonna come up here to try and head off Cathay here. Looks like they're going to a military alliance, and then let's do join war against... They are already at war against Cathay. Okay, we'll just balance the offer then. Oppose it. I don't know how much help they're gonna be, but doesn't look like much. Doesn't look like much. Oh yeah, boy, we got Cathay everywhere. It's gonna get ugly. We're probably gonna have a plague army come out of that portal or that rift as well. One more turn, I get my horrors, and then we're gonna run for the portal. I need to either go to the Slaanesh realm Or the Tzeentch realm. No one else has even entered the realms. No one else enters, then I don't suppose I have to be in a hurry to do so. But then again, that army's too far away to be... We could traverse the rifts, though. Yeah, we could traverse the rifts and pop out where we need to be. Put Cathay in their place. Is Cathay one of the ones? Yeah, so the Northern Provinces has 2 and the Ice Court has 2. Everybody else is kind of behind. I don't want the Ice Court to get ahead. I'll bet you that Tsarina Kataran hasn't entered it yet, or else we would know. I've got to keep an eye on that race for the Forge. We can't ignore it. But at the same time, if they don't enter, then I don't have to worry quite as much about going in, and I could, you know, try and spend the time better preparing ourselves what is to come, because we have a lot of mess coming. I want to open up all the changing of ways here. The war, changing of ways, force war. Didn't do that one.
The fates cry out for this.
Let's end our turn. Hopefully we can continue to hold our ground. We've got decent garrisons on the eastern steppe, fortunately. Beating Cathay there was relatively easy with that garrison. If we get some armies popping out from these rifts, though, we may not be quite so lucky. I don't really care what Kugath is doing as long as he doesn't give me the plague.
Of the destiny scroll.
No one has entered the realms yet, either.
We witnessed eternity.
So I'm gonna head this way. Frozen Landing is about to have pretty decent defenses. It won't be insane, but it'll be decent. Cathay is getting pretty adventurous here as far as... Oh my gosh, let's count them up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7.5 stacks right now that we're up against, I think. We're outnumbered. Probably like 3 to 1.
Magical.
I guess.
Means mate.
Need to knock some territory off these guys.
Tzeentch's slave. Tzeentch's source. Master.
Gonna eat up some winds of magic. We're gonna try and teleport this way and see if we can pick off some of these Cathayan armies. Oof, boy, things are about to get interesting. Well, that's good. Interesting is fun. I'm gonna actually save a little cash because if things get a little too interesting, we could go south quick here on money. Peter says, Air really needs to learn that you can right-click to cancel spells. I did not know that. Right-click, like right-click the spell or right-click on the ground? I'll try it, see what I can do. But Peter, if that's true, then I love you. Thank you. Countrify, Townify says, speaking of portals causing so much corruption, it looked like in the patch notes they are making it so that the defensive building finds Undercities will also keep portals from opening. Now that is great. That is going to be nice because, yeah, the portals are a massive disruption to the way that things grow and progress in the game, and so I feel like that would be a very much needed change. Alright, so the Dark Prince's realm has been entered by Cathay. So, guess who's going into the Dark Prince's realm? That would be us. We're going to chase them into it and kill them. And then that'll set Cathay back. And honestly, if we set Cathay back, we might be able to just take a big bribe out of the Dark Prince's realm and come back on our own, because Cathay is the only one who's really... Well, Kislev is too. I don't know, let's... Oh, crap. And army cropped up on there. Kugath's fat butt is standing right in the way. I'm gonna get in here. Alright, Dark Prince's realm. Cathay is there, but we're going there too. Hopefully we'll pop out right on top of them. We can take out Miao Ying, that would be great.
Realm. Temptation,
Yeah, she's
lust,
there.
and gluttony are bound in this realm of desire. Confronting Slaanesh's champion will not be easy, for they are
Well,
found
our army's
within
gonna be
the
terrible.
6 circles of seduction. As you journey inward, know that you will be lured by temptations beyond any your tepid imagination could conjure.
What do you know about my imagination?
Lies the palace of Slaanesh, a monument to perpetual lust, excess, and debauchery.
I saw the anger rippling of care,
Alright,
and he was not
Cathay came in.
craving.
Bit to our north here. And they're gonna get the first move, unfortunately.
All of time.
Yeah, we can't teleport here, obviously, or else that'd be great. But give us a very Tzeentch upper hand. So, I'm sure they won't allow us to do that. Our income had been up quite a bit the last few turns, and now it's not so much. Some raiding going on there. Raiding going on here. Yeah, okay, so that's where we've lost a fair bit of our income. Yeah, 3 armies raiding against us. Wow, we've got
My
2
will
armies up
does
here,
not
and they are
bend.
pretty strong.
Change. Seek.
I'm gonna push up
Seek
here.
out.
Challenge
I
Cathay.
am no slave. It's
I'm hoping we
me.
can just kill Miao Ying, take a giant bribe, bring Kairos back, and come help fight off some of these Cathayan forces near the gates. Because we have a lot to get done. Probably have enough money to field another army, and I might need to go ahead and start doing that on the eastern steppe. Like, it's going to take up every last bit of income we have. But, I mean, we don't. What's going to happen? You know what I mean?
To touch a dragonborn is blasphemy.
Well, I don't have to touch you. I mean, I can melt you from range if you prefer. Herald of Tzeentch. I think I'm going to go ahead and start recruiting another magic item drop chance. Yeah, let's do that.
I herald change.
Alright, so another Herald of Tzeentch.
Summon
Unfortunately, I can't get
them.
any heroes for him in the current
Summon
state of
them.
affairs. And this is why I had started to save a little bit of money.
Summon.
Start putting together some horrors in that army.
Such prismatic splendor.
I'm gonna move forward, enter an ambush stance, see if we can catch this Cathayan army
Hide in flame, then
unawares.
feel.
That would certainly be great if we were able to pull it off. I'm gonna continue to kind of sit on a little bit of cash here, just in case. Get our blue fire. Fire of change. Route marcher.
A boon from master.
Kairos does his moves. Alright, Cathay is headed for the portal, same as we are. We'll meet them on one of the circles and hopefully kill them or force them to leave. Next portal's close, so is theirs. Alright. Oh. Looks like our ambush failed. If I retreat and they catch me no matter what, then we're in trouble.
Oh, no.
They were not able to catch me. Okay, so see if we can one-off them. Hey, sweet, we got attacked by an army of Slaanesh while we were here, which is, of course, exactly what we need, you know? We need to have to do more fights and catch up to Chaos. So I'll have to kill this Slaaneshi army, and I'm going to do that on the next episode. I hope you all enjoyed this one. HeirofCarthage signing out for now, and I will see you all soon. Some more Tzeentch changing of ways.